live with Polk County. Cody's back there getting these guys set up with their shields. We're putting those on to smoke them out. We're here in Orlando, Florida, inside the convention center. Um, there's Cody, man, the myth, the mustache. So we're here broadcasting or live streaming the competition all day today. We're on group, I think, 11 or 12 right now of 26 teams that are going to be competing for the top 5 quickest teams minus penalty time to move on to tomorrow, Friday, which is finals. So, and then those teams, obviously those 5 are going to compete for bragging rights, some cool prizes, all sorts of fun stuff like that. Talked about our smoked out shields. This is what they are. This is what everybody on this course is using. It give you an idea of what their visibility is like. It's not much, but this is the most accurate way for us to recreate a smoked out or limited visibility environment. Gone are the days of the press and seal and a mask insert or something like that. What we're doing is being able to strap these guys and gals up with masks when they need it or shields when they need it to be able to limit their visibility. So time is going to start. There are two person elements that are going to be running through this course, plus one. Oh, sounds like we got an air leak on this pack. So we're going to troubleshoot this before they get on the course. Fortunately, they found it now in preparation and not while they were on the course, much like checking your gear and equipment once you get onto a fire ground. The last thing you want is to be leaking air because obviously that reduces the amount of time that you have inside. So we have two-person groups plus one instant commander group supervisor that is off-site, much like they would be in real life. So they're not able to see what's going on. They have to rely on radio communication and direction from the crews that are on the ground right now. Time's going to start once they touch that door, and time will finish when everybody is out of the maze or the course. One of the caveats to that, though, is the time limit on the course is 15 minutes. So they have 15 minutes from the time that they start working this door to make access to the downed firefighter, secure utilities, to make their way through a maze, to package that downed firefighter, and then to try to attempt to get them out. So there are a lot of objectives that these teams today are trying to accomplish just to, I don't want to say to prove, but to have fun here, to train, to learn, and to try to compete for one of those top 5 spots for tomorrow. It's a good fan base. Got some doggos. It's awesome seeing the support that's coming from not only other competitors who are running these drills or running through the course as well, but family and friends and spectators and people who are just trying to see what's going on here at the back of the convention center. So I'm waiting right now for a mayday to be called. The teams are kind of getting in their zones. Looks like we got a thumbs up from the instructors. Doors open. Team 1's going to hit the course here. And as one hits the course, two is going to make their way around the structure, securing utilities and softening. Sounds like there might be an issue with the radio from RIT Team 1 here as they're calling out their obstacles. I don't believe that that was transmitted, or at least not received by IC. So one of the things that they do need to do is stay together. The judges deliberating. So it's definitely one of those criteria that they're looking for, is making sure that, you know, the team of two is staying together, at least voice, visual, touch. But getting through the obstacle is challenging when you know, one of the individuals is further up than the other to stay in that contact, especially if an issue occurs. So the crew is moving up. All right. I like it. Now we got communication back together. The team has now regrouped into the 16-inch tunnel that does require them to remove their air packs in order to get through, reducing that profile. As you can see, it's a tight squeeze.
One check.
So again, they have 15 minutes to complete the course from the time that they started. Very clean. So you can see again the team getting a little bit separated. Good communication between the two, but the RIT bag remains with one and not the other. However, that does expedite Team 2 into the building, so Team 2 cannot enter the course until they're requested to do so by command. Polk County Team 2 making their way into the course. So like we showed you before, those smoked out series shields really do limit your visibility. So what you're seeing is some of these raiders on the course. The competitors are calling for an air check, and you're seeing the people in the red shirts basically read the amount of PSI that they still have left in their bottle, because you cannot read your remote gauge super well. You have access to your heads-up display, which gives you an idea, but it does not give you exactly how much you have, which is a benchmark for them. Again, the instructors on the course being specific about where they can put their hands on these rickrack components, these rafters. They do not want them using them as ladders. Warnings have been issued. Penalties will be assessed if they continue to do that. One and two have now grouped up. And the question is going to be whether Polk County decides to exit Team 1 first. It looks like they're setting up for a victim first exit, which, depending on the air supply of Team 2, as long as they are conserving the air that they have, because also what we have found is, while this is a challenging part of the course to get an unconscious dead weight victim through, even more challenging today has been this 16 on center breach, leaving Team 1 at the mercy of Team 2 to be able to complete their task.
What do you need? 25.
So as you can tell, the stress gets higher when you get into a snag point. Whistles are whistling, bells are belling, and alarms are alarming. It definitely adds to the stress of the scenario.
$3,000, 2,500.
All right, Polk making their way through the prop. So these companies have been making their way out of the collapse rickrack prop and over to this breach prop, which is where more of the hangups has been. This has almost been the make or break point today for teams. Polk County with a well done, like we said, this is 50% finesse and 50% brute force. And it looks like they've done a really good job at getting through arguably the trickiest obstacle of the day. Time stops as soon as everybody gets out. Polk doing a really good job at scrambling in the last couple of minutes that they have available to them. On to the Denver drill. And out of the structure. Very clearly a powerful finish to Polk County. Again, some style points that will be awarded and some that will be subtracted for things that happened on the course, but that's for the judges to decide. From what I saw, my vantage point, just a really strong effort all the way around. They did a really good job at pushing themselves. They realized somehow they realized that they had a limited amount of time and ended up pushing themselves just to get out of the course. So good job, Polk County. We'll be back with the next competitors here shortly.